Since DC got the Creature Commandos TV show coming out soon, might as well tell you the origins of the first iteration of the team. So it starts off with Death telling us the story of how the Creature Commandos came to be. We go back to 1942 to this army base that's in the Midwest, and there they up here doing this experiment called Project M. They get to this meeting and they get to talking about what Project M is. As many as you already know, intelligence has long been interested in aiding the war effort, not just on the physical level, but on the psychological one as well. We researched the subconsciousness archetypes, the symbols of fright and horror that all men seem to share regardless of social and cultural conditioning. And then we set about scientifically recreating them. That was the birth of Project M for Monster. So this dude under me name is Warren Griffith, a 4-foot Oklahoma farm boy with a problem. He could turn into a werewolf, a condition that a team of specially selected scientists and medical men managed to manifest physically in our young volunteer. A form of insanity in which the patient imagines himself a wolf, basically. Next came Sergeant Vincent Velcro, who wisely managed to avoid a 30-year sentence in an army brig by joining Project M. For 6 months, he was injected with a compound composed of experimental chemicals and blood extracted from the new Mexican vampire bat, and the result was intriguing. Finally, there was a good-hearted Marine private named Lucky Taylor. His luck ran out when he stepped on a landmine on some god-forsaken island in the Pacific. Our surgeons worked for weeks on end putting Lucky back together again. I'll bet not the way he originally constructed. So everybody at the meeting like, man, hell no, this is some nonsense. How dare you call us together for this damn idiot-ass shit? The Creature Commandos bust through the damn wall. Bro's like, you expect us to be fooled by some damn Halloween costume job? So Vincent the vampire transformed into a bat, right? Then he turned back into a fucking vampire on his ass and was about to suck his blood. That's when bro told Griffith to get on him, the werewolf. So he jumps at him, right? But then his ass fucking goes out of his werewolf stage. That's because this condition is unstable and that he changed back and forth uncontrollably. So Lucky, the Frankenstein dude, his ass grabbed up the vampire to stop his ass. They said when the surgeons rebuilt Lucky Taylor's body, they neglected to give him vocal cords, and thus he says nothing. He merely flashes frustration from dimpled depths of his pale blue eyes and does as he asked to, as he throw this motherfucker. So bro walked up to him like, hey man, you gotta fucking do something with these goddamn, these commandos. I never want to see these motherfuckers again. Bro's like, yes sir, General, but he's like, hold on, don't interrupt me, motherfucker. I said I never wanted to set eyes on them again, and I meant it. But that doesn't negate the fact that they may be the most effective secret weapons this country has ever seen. He was like, sir, so you take your Creature Commandos, Lieutenant, and you teach those damnable Nazis the true meaning of the word fear. So they get on this plane, right? And they gotta go to France to go to Castle Conquest. So you ask Shreve, he's part of the Commandos too. I forgot this dude right here. He's just human. He's like, what's up with the damn Castle Conquest? You can tell us, right? He said it's an old French stronghold that's been taken over and remodeled by the Germans, Velcro. They're conditioning experiments there. We have to stop them, and that's all I can tell you. Werewolf like, I don't give a fuck as long as we can get the slaughter, motherfucker. So they move and jump down there, right? The Nazis spotted their plane and shot that motherfucker down. So the pilot died, right? And he was like, oh, spare us. There'll be no damn tears to shed for our poor fallen comrades, right? Bro was like, no tears at all? The motherfucking zombie dude, the damn Frankenstein dude was crying because he did feel something about that shit. So all they got to do is just destroy this fortification right here, right? You see this bat above me, right? That motherfucker floating over these dudes. Bro ass turned straight into a vampire in their ass. Start drinking their blood and shit. You just see a hand right here grab dude from behind, grab his ass and slam his ass on the wall. So they get up in the building and shit, right? Go around this corner. These motherfuckers get surrounded by all these motherfucking Nazis. They beat the dog shit out them motherfuckers. So there's this big thick ass door there, right? They told Frankenstein to open that motherfucker. They said in a matter of seconds, 10 feet of reinforced steel doors, so much as scrap metal. Then they heard a voice from in there, right? This motherfucking Franklin D. Roosevelt. They start clapping his ass. Frankenstein walked up to him and cracked the fuck out his ass, but it wasn't even him. It was a damn android body. And these motherfuckers got a whole bunch of them of important leaders and shit. They trying to put them in the world to control the world. That's when some more motherfuckers came talking about some, yeah, it's beautiful, hon. You ain't gonna be around to see it. So they got the beating the shit out of him again. And he's like, hey, we gotta get the fuck up out of here. He's like, what about the androids? No questions. Get us up out of here. So they started to run to get up out of there, right? That's when Griffith ass turned into a human again. So they grabbed his ass, ran, kept running. Boom! Big ass explosion. They said, what the fuck was that? Shreve was like, that was a specially crafted explosive that I was carrying in my bag. I said, man, if we ain't got all the time, we'd have died. And that's the end of the first mission that they went on ever when they was in comics. There is another iteration of the team, a modern one, that came out in the 2000. I'll do a video on that shit later, though. But as you can see, it's going to be some World War II funny-ass shit. Probably ain't going to be set in World War II. This probably going to be modernized. But I believe that y'all going to fall in love with these characters, especially Lucky. Lucky's my favorite. And you see they replaced Griffith with the Weasel motherfucker. And they got a few more extra characters like the Robot Man. Look like Shreve's still going to be in it. But yeah, I'll do a video on this later.